Fuck your imagination, bro. He's Kenpachi. Let's go. So not a whole lot to say about this chapter of Bleach. For the most part, there was mainly, I guess, two sort of important things. But definitely you can see that Tite Kubo is going with a very slow pace with this fight because, I mean, in all honesty, besides the beginning with some of the irrelevant fodder, what they were actually saying, and a couple of things towards the end, this chapter was mainly just Zaraki kind of like getting caught in this dude's imagination and breaking out and saying, yo bro, I'm Kenpachi. And while that's epic, the fight overall didn't really progress all that much, and we really just didn't get all that much from this chapter. Last week I kind of gave it a pass because it was kind of like setting things up. Now the fight is in full motion and we're not getting all that much either. So first of all, with the people saying that they couldn't sense his Reiatsu up until that fortress appeared, was it that Kenpachi has mastered being a little bit more calm and now he can hide his Reiatsu? Was it something to do maybe Unohana was helping him and she's somewhere around there and she was helping him to hide it? I'm just curious what the hell was that about. That was probably one of the most interesting things about this. It's kind of like, so has Kenpachi evolved to the point where he's far more than just the brute that he's always been? He can hide his Reiatsu, he's more clever now? Or, you know, what's up with that? That was definitely something very interesting and a little bit of foreshadowing for whatever's to come. Either that Kenpachi just overall has advanced, or it could be Unohana, or it could be something to do with the fortress altogether. The fortress unveiled his power. Maybe he's gotten to a point where he's so strong that you can't really sense it, I guess, if that makes any sense. And we also got the revelation that pretty much Guremi, when he kind of concentrates on something else and you break his concentration, his imagination can pretty much be broken. So I'm imagining that even if he imagines, yes, I'm imagining what he imagines, that something is dead or something like that. Let's just say he imagined Kensei and Rose are dead. That's just part of his vortex all within this fortress, so they're not really dead. Her bones aren't really cookies, and possibly even the pain that they feel isn't even real either, possibility, because this is all just within his imagination and all within his little vortex. I'm imagining that outside of his fortress, his imagination ain't shit and he can't really do anything, so he has to lock him up. And once again, that kind of reminds me of Yukio from the Fullbring arc. He just really is a lot like Yukio. And to be honest with you, I feel this isn't necessarily the most appropriate opponent for Kenpachi. It just seems very weird. He said he was, or he claimed he was, one of the strongest of all the Stern Ritter, but he's using his imagination and putting Kenpachi like in water and in, you know, all this lava and stuff like that, and it really isn't doing anything because the whole chapter for the most part was, I put you in water, bitch, I'm Kenpachi. I put you in lava, bitch, I'm Kenpachi. And that was the gist of the chapter. It was very interesting that Kenpachi, you can totally see small inklings of development for the fact that he immediately knew, okay, so you went after Yatsuru, you said that her bones were cookies or whatever, or soft, or, you know, basically you used her imagination. I broke your concentration. Now I got her and she's fine. So you can see that there's small inklings of, yeah, he's starting to become a little bit more clever and a little bit more tactical. But aside from that, that's really all that this chapter offered. I mean, I know that Kubo from time to time likes to slow things down, but at the end of the day, I don't know if it's necessarily the battle that it just feels weird because Kenpachi's just this monster and this guy is just using his imagination, and if Kenpachi could get through to him, he could probably, like, if he gets him in one swipe and cuts his head off or some shit, that'll probably be the end of him. But then again, who knows if this is all just some weird illusion inside of this bubble similar to like Aizen Shikai, except that it's just within this bubble and like outside of this bubble it doesn't work, or something along the lines of that. Because he even imagined that he was healed and he was miraculously healed, but who's to say that he even was damaged in the first place if this is all some sort of big illusion that he maybe was never even damaged. Maybe they're just standing there and they're not even doing anything at all, and this is just all him mind-fucking Kenpachi of some sort. Either way, Kubo definitely needs to step up the pacing because this chapter literally only offered like 3 things to mainly talk about, and they weren't big things. It was maybe fodder, seeing that the Reiatsu was weird because they only sensed it after the barrier went up, and then also Kenpachi figuring out that Guremi, when he loses concentration, his imagination thing wears off, and now all of a sudden Yatsuru, her bones aren't cookies anymore, which I find it kind of funny that Zaraki didn't know what cookies were. Well, I guess in the Serite they're not going to know what cookies are, but yeah. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that Guremi is a suitable opponent for Kenpachi? Do you feel like he should be the one that Kenpachi fights, or you feel as though he's really not on his level? And also, what do you think about the pacing? Last week's chapter felt like a 2-minute read. This one felt like a 2-minute read. Kubo put a little bit more content in them chapters. I mean, sometimes Kubo can do that, but like with chapters like this, it's like, come on, bro. I love Kenpachi. The art was on point, but you need to step up and add some more content in there. It was mainly just like, swipe the sword. Oh shit. swipe the sword. I give it a pass because it's Kenpachi, and at the end of the day, it did progress slightly within the battle. So I'm going to give this one 6 out of 10. Fine chapter. Please, Kubo, let's see some actual serious progression within the next chapter, because with this one, we mainly just got small inklings of things, and I want some real big stuff to go down. It's Kenpachi. You have the beast there. Do what Kenpachi does best, and do some ownage, and at the same time show how much he's progressed, whether you got to use your Shikai, Bankai, whatever it may be. Let us see true progression within this beast of a character that we all know, love, and respect. That's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up if you can't wait to see Kenpachi hopefully go Shikai or Bankai soon, because if he can't get out of this imagination thing, I mean, at the end of the day, he knows necessarily a way like now at this point. So if he can get out this imagination thing, he's going to have to use Shikai or Bankai, and hopefully we get to see that real soon. And I mean real soon. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.